Yo. So, really quick one. Just a quick Christmas end off. We've just got a few days to go, and I hope everyone has a brilliant Christmas and a happy New Year and everything like that. I got asked earlier on throughout December, how can we make a nice Christmas scene in Photoshop using your photos? And this was asked by a friend of mine who I have mentioned on the channel before, Jason Wood. You can check out his website across the bottom here, jswphotography.co.uk. Incredible photographer, and I've had the pleasure of traveling throughout Europe, and will continue to do so with him. And he's got a picture of this robin, and he wanted to put a Santa's hat on it, and so we could send it with a message saying Merry Christmas or whatever to friends and family during this period. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do it, might as well show you guys very quickly how you can do it as well. So let's jump over to the image, and I've got this PNG that I just downloaded as a free stock PNG from the internet. And I'm just going to press Control or Command and A to select it all, and then Command or Control and C to copy it. And then I'm just going to paste that in. And as we can see, if I just separate over to left-hand side, it is absolutely massive on top. It covers the whole of the robin. So first thing I want to do is probably flip it. So I'm going to go to Edit, and then I'm going to go to Transform, and then I'm going to flip horizontally. Then I'm going to go to Edit or Command and T or Control and T if you're on PC, and bring up the free transform. And we're just going to reduce that and size and bring it over to its head. I probably want it to come somewhere around there, maybe a bit smaller. Just trying to get as much as the curvature as possible of its natural head. And if we just zoom in, we can see how sharp it is. So he's not bad at what he does, Jason, I must say. And if we can just tilt it a little bit, using the arrow keys just to get the position correct. And it looked a little bit better. And in most instances, you'd probably get away with that. It is just a bit of Christmas fun. We want to just get in there and neaten it up as a more of a perfectionist, I suppose, item. So we're going to zoom in a little bit. Using the space bar held down, we can then get the hand tool, and we can just drag the image to where we want it to be in the center. And we're going to come down here and click on New Layer Mask. Make sure we're clicked on the layer mask, and make sure we've got black on top of white. Go to a brush tool, and then we're just going to make sure that hardness is at 0%. Opacity, we're going to have it probably around, let's try 50% for now. And then size, I'm just going to lower that probably to around 40. And then what I'm going to do is just nick off some of the edge so it's not so cut out. Just looks a little bit like it blends into the robin's head, and it's sitting on his head a little bit better than what it does currently. Just smooth out those edges, I guess. A touch. And just bring some of that through. And then if we go back over certain areas where it's strongest, you'll see that 50% will become 100%, and so on. And more to the point, into this area where it joins the orange of the head, we want to get quite a bit of that away, just so it really blends into the orange. Then if we go back to our image layer by clicking on it, I'm going to just press Command and J to duplicate it. You could see that that's created a duplicate of that layer. Using the clone tool now, at probably around 30% size, that'll do. Then we're just going to pick from here, just so it looks like some of the feathers just touching up over the edge of the actual hat in certain areas. Let's try and find some nice areas to clone from. Something like this might work, and we could just bring it up above, and it just smooths out some of those areas, I guess, a little bit. Now if we drag that to the top, what we're going to do is create a layer mask, and we're going to press Command or Control and I to invert it to make it black so it's non-visible. Then we're going to back to the brush tool, ensuring that we're clicked on the layer, and we're going to change it to white. And what we're going to do is just paint back in a couple of those areas that, you know, before where we just did those cloned areas, just to bring it up over the top a touch. Okay, it's just nice and smooth and something like that. Going back to our hat layer, we're just going to click on the layer mask, and I can see down in this corner here, if I zoom in a little bit with the magnification tool, that we just a little bit sharp in that area there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the layer mask again, go back to the black, and this time I'm going to reduce my size to around 20%, but that'll do, 18. And we're just going to get in there and just take majority of that white bit away, because it's not really doing much. So we're back to the black edge, and we can see we got this white line runs around the edge, so we could do the same on this side as well, where we can just gently notice how, because I'm using a soft edge brush, I'm not going over the white line. I'm trying to just use sort of the edge of it because it will spread, and then just try and nick a little bit of that whiteness away. Reducing the brush size, you can do that with the open bracket key, or you can go back to the top there and change it. And we just nick a little bit more of that white edge off there. Now let's go back to 100%, see where we're at, and fill screen. And that's fairly decent for what you want to be doing. You're probably just going to upload it to Happy Merry Christmas, friends and family on Facebook or social media, whatever it might be. Now I feel that although Jason's managed to capture this robin in some snowfall, some better snowfall or more snowfall would help this image. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to press Control, Shift and E, and that's going to merge everything together. Then I'm just going to duplicate that image again into a new layer. Using the clone tool, because I want to make it bigger, again with the square bracket keys, I just want to take probably just this white line one off for now, and maybe even this white line one off for now. Then I've got this overlay of snow falling. So I'm going to press Control, Command and A to select it all, copy, and then paste. And then I'm just going to drag it so it covers the whole of our image. You can see, make sure it lines up completely. I mean, you could, I suppose, go over the edges just to really make sure that you're covering it, like so. We can see now, because that's on top, we can't see any of anything else. But if we go to where it says normal here, the blending modes, and go to screen, we can place that in, and we've got even more snowfall coming in. So turn that on and off, and you can see a bit more snow coming into that image. I'm going to create a layer mask because we can see inside this area around the face and the eye that some of that snow is covering areas that we probably don't want it to be showing too much on the overall image. So we're going to create a layer mask. Again, soft edge black brush. We're going to make it around, in this case, the 90 mark, and I'm just going to make sure that the eye is completely clear. I'm going to take that one off and that one off, the hat area, and I'm going to take it off the beak here, and I'm going to take it off there, and I'm going to take it off there for now. Now, checking all the corners, making sure there's nothing right touching the edge. So like that one can go, and then this very top one here can go, and there we go. One really quick tutorial on how to make a wintry scene. Even if it's not winter, you could have still used a picture of a robin, and using an overlay, which you find hundreds of them available free of charge, or in this case a commercial one that you can use with really simple techniques. Then all you got to do, drop on your text tool, Merry Christmas. Find a font that you want, and off you go. Basically, as simple as that. Again, if you want to make it bigger, Command, Control and T. Drag it to wherever you want it to be. Merry Christmas. Put as many in from yourself and your family, whatever you want to put in there. Really simple to put together. Don't forget, it's really easy to do, really quick. Subscribe so I can know you like these type of cheesy tutorials, but also good fun, because you're learning different tools in Photoshop, even though you might not in this instance be using it in a serious photography manner, but you'll still be learning about the tools that are available. Go and check out jswphotography.co.uk and see some of the work that Jason does. He kindly donated the robin image for us to use today. And don't forget to jump over, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment and a thumbs up. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.